Hey guys, Turtles of Turam, I haven't gotten sleep in nearly 24 hours. Anyways, we're running another side story here of Draconia. This is before they deal with what happened with the fucking king. This is right after the Io session, as we call it now.
Yeah, that session.
Yeah. And we're here with Okrin, if you'd like to say hello.
Howdy doodles.
Howdy doodle, sir, good sir. And we are also here with Io. And
Hello, everyone! This is the new voice I'm doing for Io!
if you do that voice, I will literally kill your character. I'm not fucking with you.
Oh, my! See, someone has a bone to pick with me, and...
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Possesses Io.
Okay.
Okay.
I see how it is. That's 3 marks.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No. Wait.
So,
Wait.
last we left off, the party had been traveling along the Skybreaker, along with Captain Uruge. After mind melding with Captain Uruge and making some strange spells, Gesh and Aya were transported back a year, where they fought alongside Poppy, learned from him, had children together, and snuck aboard the Starbreaker to return with their friends, where they returned back. A lot of other shit happened, but they also learned a bit about the place that they should be going to, but are not. As we return to the Starbreaker, Okrin, as you stand upon the mast, as your friend is stabbed by the spear, and you pull back, as you pull back, trying to push this man off the side of the edge, as you grow, he bounds off. You look towards your friend Maria, who looks towards you and is holding people with a mass suggestion, and she looks over to you to say something before you feel a heavy wind pick you up. As the cannon fire that is being shifted between both ships, well, the Starbreaker to the sailing ship that you're on now, hits, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Alright.
Sorry. You don't have the +8 to my saves anymore.
Yeah, I'm kind of pissed about that, but it's
watch,
whatever.
You literally watch Eodis, turn into a spaghetti noodle and get sucked into a vortex that doesn't exist anymore, also, but you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Hey, don't worry about that.
What the fuck?
Don't worry about that. It's nothing
If you
important.
hear pounding outside, don't worry about it. That's my dad in the shed. He's building a shed again.
They
So you may
roll.
hear,
I just looks up, Gesh?
Anyways, so
Oh,
what did you
God.
roll, V?
It would have been that one if I didn't have advantage, so 22.
How do you have advantage?
Because I'm a
Oh,
barbarian.
yeah. Okay. So 22. You manage to grab on as you're about to fall off. And you begin to pull yourself up. And as you do, the banister breaks. You have a few seconds to react before you fall off the Sky Sailor. What are you doing?
Don't.
Oh shit. Okay,
Don't
fuck.
do what I think you're gonna do.
Shit. What do I have? Fuck. All I have is thaumaturgy. Fuck. Shit. Okay, so I don't have a white potion. I'm about to.
That's gonna be a sound when V hits the ground.
So let me just get this. I'm falling through the sky.
Well, you're on the mast, and you suddenly feel the ship shake. You grab the mast's edge as you fall over it, but because you're so big and heavy, you get a second to stop and think before the mast's like railing breaks that you're holding onto, and now you're falling and you're about to fall over the edge of the ship. You could try to grab onto the edge of the ship, but those railings also look unstable. What do you want to do? The Starbreaker's like
We're
600
going to try
feet
and
from
dig
you.
my claws into the deck of. You know what? No, better yet, we're going to try and dig. But one, I'm going to grab both my great axes because yes, I have two, and I'm going to try and slam them into the deck of the ship to hold me on.
Make an attack roll with disadvantage because you are making 2 attacks falling fast and trying to do it with 2 one-handed weapons. Even though you are big, I will give you that.
No.
It's just too many factors going into it to be a disadvantage.
Yeah.
And it's all happening within seconds.
Yeah, I would probably also like to rage if I can.
That's fine. I would negate the disadvantage if you do that.
Yeah, rage allows me to reckless attack, which negates the disadvantage. That's a 29.
So, as you grab onto the ship and you're holding it there, you watch as one of these other masked figures, the tall ones, comes over to the side of the ship, grabs one of your great axes and dislodges it as your hand goes flying downwards, as your axe goes shooting off, and you hold onto this last axe looking up at the creature.
I'm going to climb up it. I'm
right.
going to try and get on before he kicks me off.
As you reach up to grab it, roll me contested dexterity checks, please. Just straight dexterity.
Oh, please, 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 please.
So, as you reach up and try to grab onto him, he kicks your foot to the side and then lands with one foot and then kicks the other axe off. As the axe, I'll say, are both axes magical or no?
One of them is.
I will say your great axe that was magical got knocked out of your hand first because I want to do a cool scene here. But you'll be able to catch it as you're falling. As this one shatters at the hilt, losing the great axe, you just hold on to its pole arm as you go flying down. You know that scene from Avatar, yeah, that one. As you begin to fall, spinning, you spin, you see the ship, you see below you, there's clouds, ship, clouds, as you're starting to spin. Eotis, as you come up to the deck, look over to Kristoff, who just nods at you. You look over and watch Okrin fall.
God damn it. I go after him.
Alright, you jump off the ship and begin to descend downwards. As you begin to descend downwards, he is falling and falling. Okrin, you manage to grab onto your axe, but you are falling at insane speeds through the clouds. Do you continue to face downwards or turn on your shell to look upwards?
I feel like neither of these is a good option. I'm thinking. Fuck. Okay, so I guess I'll try to. The atmosphere should protect most of the world, so I'm going to try and flip up.
Alright, as you look upwards, you can see descending this beautiful pair of orange wings. And like an angel from above, this beautiful woman descending towards you, reaching her hand out to you.
Try.
So you
let's
think
try
it's a woman, and then you
yeah.
notice it's Iotis' like face to an extent, but a little bit more feminized.
Grab my hand, you fucking idiot!
And he's wearing a weird dress.
Very pretty
Not
dress.
Weird dress is more like it, but yeah, I'll try to grab her hand.
If you look in the marked view, you can see his new character art.
I know, I saw.
Okay. As you reach out and go to grab her hand, both of you make. This would be dexterity checks.
Heritage hack.
21.
21.
6.
You go to reach out, and as you do so, you watch as a stray cannonball sidewinds the angel, as now you're both just hurtling down. One of your wings broken, Eotis.
Ow.
Fuck.
As you actually reach over and grab onto him, and you're both now like just, you know when parachuters just like grab onto each other and just spin? You're doing that at the moment as you look at each other. Okrin, you now get a good full frontal of Io at the moment. Of her face. That's not the right word. A good view of her face. And you can see that she is feminine. And even though wearing a dress and it looks like Eotis, and you're feeling the skin, this is a female in front of you.
Oh, titties.
This is the last time I ever try
I
to
have
help
a lot
you.
of questions, but that will have to wait for when we survive.
You look up as you hear a and you see this massive black just sphere to surround the two ships. And you
What
look
was that?
down.
What? Well,
You could see green, purples, and blues that run through it like oil slick almost, as it seems to surround where both ships were. You could see a drip of like oil start to drip from it very slowly and then pass by you in a second. Shooting at millions of feet a second, probably. Into the ocean below.
that's probably not good.
I need both of you to make dexterity saves.
All right.
I really, really wish I was still a paladin.
Mm-hmm.
22.
22.
16.
You both manage to dodge out of the way of these shots. And you see, as they shoot below you, they immediately freeze. And you can see they almost ripple in the air like water. And you're falling towards them, and where they've fallen, you see they've made a geometric design, a circle. And they all ripple inwards towards its center where you're about to fall to. And as they bounce off each other, you see the sky tears open below you. Lightning of yellow, pink, greens, blues. Large gouts of wind blowing out of it. You are falling directly towards this as we pan out, as you two fall in, and the portal closes. As you find yourself falling through space, you find yourself in zero gravity. Looking around, you just see that same slick oil dripping and then stopping and then moving sideways or up and back down in different directions.
That's not normal. It is breathable here, or no?
Do you want to
You
try
said
to breathe?
space.
Do you want to try to breathe?
I mean, Iotis has to. I don't.
Yeah, this is not looking
I
great.
mean, I could sell the breathing bubbles on you. I'll give you an hour.
I try to breathe.
You try to breathe and you can breathe. You see some of that oil starts to pour out of your mouth. You suffer 10 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, no, I don't.
I would give him the
You
breathing
don't?
bubble.
Oh yeah, that's right. You know.
I'm saying I'm doing that now that I see that.
Yeah, as you do that, you put the breathing bubble on them, and as you're like trying to fight it off, they look towards you, and you guys, Iotis, you watch as a break happens in the area around you, in the space behind you, and you watch as some of this liquid comes pouring out of it, almost like you're suspended in liquid, but you don't feel it. And you watch as a torrent pulls some of this liquid out, and you're both jettisoned out of it.
Shit.
Back into the world. As this crack in the sky, as you're both jettisoned out, you turn around and see it just close once again. As you both slam into the side of a mountain. I need both of you to make me strength or con saves. Actually, strength or dex it would be, sorry.
Yeah, I'm choosing strength.
I'll choose con. 13.
It's dex.
Or, it doesn't matter. Either way, they're both plus 2. I'll take dex then.
Okay. So, what'd you guys roll?
20 plus 13, ADV from rage. 28.
28. I'd say as you hit the wall, your rage ends. But, because that's been a minute about, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Io, as you slam into the wall, you suffer 20 points of bludgeoning damage. Okrin, as you slam into it, you manage to break the wall a bit with yourself. You only suffer 10. As you both fall about 20 feet before landing on a small plateau of rock, a small platform. As you look around, you find yourself in the morning air. The wind is bustling around you heavily. It's chill hitting you. Oh god, that's a 98.
What do you mean it's a 98?
The wind is chilling you, and you feel the cyclone starting to almost assault you, but you are definitely high up with how much wind is passing through here, how little you can actually breathe, and as you both come to your senses, you find yourself on a high point on this mountainside. If you'd like to take any further look, you can make perception checks.
Is my wing still broken?
Yes, your wing definitely still feels broken.
Damn it! You son of a gun. Of course, take the flight out of me so I can't... Alright, I'll make a perception check.
Alright, you stand up and get to the edge, and as she walks, Okrin, all you hear is... as she gets to the edge, her walking, she looks about, and Io, what's your perception bonus, I'll ask?
It's a +9.
19 passive? Yeah, you're fine. So, as you look out, you see a beautiful valley to your north. And you believe it's the north, you're not sure. But you see rolling mountainous hills leading to deep valleys in the distance, a low-hanging fog over them, and you are high up. You can see this, and it's looking down upon the world. Those mountains look thousands, if not tens of thousands of feet tall to the valleys themselves, and deep, low-ridged valleys. You see upon them is copious amounts of vegetation and running rivers that seem to purvey the land. Or spray the land. And you could see at the base of this mountain, just barely, you could see hundreds, thousands of miles down, a village. You can't even make out the individual buildings from this height. As the wind is whipping your face, you are upon a massive peaked mountain. As you look around yourself, there are few that even come up to this point, and you are not at the top of this mountain. As you look up, it breaks through the clouds a few thousand miles above you.
Thousands of miles?
Sorry, tens of thousand miles. Because
Tens?
that's how far the clouds are up. It's about, I'd say, 300 to 500,000 miles up.
What is this mountain?
As you look up towards this mountain, V, I assume Okrin does the same thing as he looks over the edge, right?
I'm looking over the edge.
Where have you I assume you've been traveled here. Okrin, you immediately recognize the landscape of the angelic aliens.
Oh, shit.
And from this point, you look up following your Ozmir friend's eye line. You only know of a few mountains in the aliens that break through the clouds. And seeing as how there's only one, the location of this area, you immediately recognize Skybreaker. Which is one of the tallest mountains in the world of Turam.
One of? So this isn't even the tallest?
Nope. There's a 3-city mountain that is stated to be where the gods first touched down. In the aliens as well.
What do they do? Pinch the fucking earth up?
As you say that in character, Io.
Probably not 1% certain. That's a double check.
Wind is just blowing over you guys at the moment. Continue.
It's fucking freezing.
Oh, I don't have a whole lot because the torch would quickly be snuffed out, and my ability to cause fire is limited.
I'm in a dress. Thank
Just
God
buy
I didn't
yourself
take
panties.
heels.
And I am in almost nothing. What is your point?
You're a turtle.
Yes, as such, it is still cold.
You have a
Well,
shell that you...
Okrin, roll me a history
What are we
check.
doing here?
History check?
Yeah, you can
Good thing
continue
I
to roleplay as you're rolling.
What are we doing here?
Not entirely sure, but it is quite the opportunity. 9.
9. Is that a natural 1?
No.
Natural 2?
4.
Okay, 9. Skybreaker is a pretty good monument. It's a, it's part of the, Zarius the Sky Slasher legend. The Zarian Brigade conquered this mountain to retrieve the tears of the dragon of the Sky Keeper to revive a priestess in the town below. That's all you know. But it is said to I'll say make another history check now that you remember that legend.
Can I get some advantage considering I had been here before?
Oh yeah, you've been here like not but a few months ago.
Yeah, not long ago at all.
Yeah.
So do I get this advantage?
Yeah, you get advantage.
Okay.
23.
You get that information I gave you before because I was going to give you advantage, but I forgot to mention it. So, 23. You also recall mentions of the Zarian Brigade breaking off 70 years ago from each other and disbanding after their journey here to Skybreaker due to heavy injuries amongst many of the other individuals besides Zarius. As well as the fact that people believe the Keeper of the Skies, the Sky Dragon, is sealed here, or some other creature is sealed here within the mountain itself. It's unknown, but that's what people believe.
Say, Iotis,
Yeah?
despite everything, how about we head to the top and see what's up there? Perhaps we can figure out a way back to the ship.
I suppose that would be the best.
If nothing else, we get to explore a historical monument, even though it is a mountain.
That is true. Hopefully, we're not away from the ship for too long. Unless some more time fuckery happened.
What do you mean more
Insight
time
check.
fuckery?
Roll me an insight check as you continue talking.
I'm rolling the inside check, or he is?
He is.
I rolled a 10.
10. Continue.
Wait, did he lose his lying detection?
No.
Okay. That concerns me then. All right. What do you mean by more time fuckery?
You haven't noticed my tits?
You have tits?
You look down to her
Fuck
chest.
you!
You look down to her
Fuck
chest and you
you,
can see her
Okrin.
nipple. You look down to her chest and you can see her nipples are hard as a rock.
I mean, I can see that you are a tad bit chilled, but
You also no
There's not-
longer see the imprint of her dick, which is very
though
prominent.
I can see you have lost something, shall we say.
Yes.
Perhaps you can explain some to me on our way up.
My poor Johnson. Agreed. Let's start the move on now, while we still have daytime.
So,
And as we're going, I don't want to explain it because I've already explained it to you, so I'll just say explain it out of.
okay.
Yeah.
You explained the time fuckery of the last session you had with Gesh here, about how you were sent back in a year in time, and we already went over that. So as you're climbing, I'd like an athletics check from the both of you, as you're describing this. I'd say, Io, your wing, you managed to break back in, and you managed to start flying as he's doing this. But you still need an athletics check, yes. There are heavy winds.
Bro,
Actually,
your roll is my bonus.
Fuck you.
21.
13.
Iotis, you're having a lot of trouble flying here. The winds are heavy, and you're trying to describe this, so you're kind of falling a little bit behind. Okrin, you are having trouble climbing as well. This is a steep mountain. It is not meant to be climbed. It is there just to be seen as a monument. A cataclysmic scar that once sealed something, or so people believe. It is not traveled at all, except by those who wish a dangerous climb for an unknown reward. As you're climbing, it gets much more dangerous. The handholds get very little, and the edges become very sharp to the hand.
Mm-hmm. You know, this is where actually Path of the Giant Barbarian is actually proving to be a disadvantage, because if I rage, I become bigger, which makes it more difficult to climb, but I get advantage on my athletics checks.
Okrin, if you fall, you're just gonna tumble down like a boulder.
It is a very steep mountain, so he wouldn't tumble down. He'd hit the side, bounce off.
It would be hilarious. You'd also probably insta-die, but
Yeah.
it would be really funny.
At this point, as you're looking over Okrin, you could surmise from the valley below, you're probably a good 300 to 400,000 feet in the air. Not feet. Sorry, miles in the air.
Miles. That is so ungodly far up.
Mm-hmm. As you look up, you have a few more miles to go before you reach Cloud Layer.
That's just cloud layer. I know it goes beyond that based upon the legends.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
You can
Well,
see a few caves that exist here and a few plateaus if you wanted to stop.
It would be best that I did at some point stop.
yeah,
As you
I
stop
say
at
let's
a,
try to make it
small break.
you stop at a small rocky platform and you look over the edge as you rub your hands, and Io manages to fly up and just land. Io, this is getting to be a tough flight. To the point where you're not sure if climbing would be better. But as you rub your hands and look towards your wounds, from climbing the mountain as far as you did, you do suffer 20 slashing damage, Okrin.
I figure as much. So we got plenty of health going here, but
And you suffer 10 bludgeoning damage, Io, from the winds.
This fucking
just imagine he slams his face into the wall for each bludgeoning damage he takes.
fucking damn it!
You can see air elementals floating up and down. You could see behirs within the mountain, seemingly skittering around, going into their own caves below. You can see what looks like clouds, seemingly that are made into creatures that seem to float around the higher parts of the mountains as well.
So, Iotis, as we're taking this break here, I figure I might as well ask a couple questions. So, just to double check here, you became female, you have 2 children now. You and Gesh are married.
Yeah, me and the hubby are married.
Using most of the items that you have received through our journey. And somehow you end up with the gauntlets, which apparently Gesh can no longer use either.
The god? Oh yeah, I remember. He gave me those at the very beginning of our journey. They've just been clinking around next to me on my belt for quite a while now. I actually haven't touched them in a long time.
May I see them?
Sure, I don't need them. I honestly should have thrown them out a while ago. Here, as I hand them the gauntlet of
the Pugilist, yeah. I'm
Pugilist.
gonna look them over.
Pugilist.
I'm looking them over. Well, I suppose I could use some hand protection, if nothing else. With a
Yes,
claw.
it would be perfect for these sharp rocks.
So can I try to put them on duty to them?
It'll take you an hour, but yes, you can.
Yeah, we'll probably have to rest for about an hour here,
Yeah.
just to recover ourselves.
I would like
Well,
to
go
go
ahead.
through you to roll me con saves
on.
if you don't have resistance to cold damage.
Shit.
Shit, do I have cold resistance? I don't think I do. Magma Heart gives me fire immunity if I'm successfully tuned to it, but I don't. That just is silver platinum.
Con save. Nat 20.
Damn it! Alright. Damn.
Okrin?
23.
23. You're barely managing to sustain your body through this cold weather. Both of you. You don't gain a point of exhaustion.
Holy shit. We should probably continue. After I've, attuned to the item. Let me find the item so I can copy it.
You attune to the item. It's in the loot channel.
Yeah. I gotta grab it again.
You are a barbarian, right? You get the barbarian, and you would get the base pugilist.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, as you two begin to climb, speaking more about the journey before, Io, Okrin, if you'd like to roleplay as you continue to climb.
Hang on, I'm just writing this down real quick. So I can modify my AC and all.
So what are you hoping for finding all the way up here?
I'm not entirely sure.
That gives me that gi- that gives that gives me a lot of hope, a lot of faith.
The further you
Don't worry.
climb, the more holes you're seeing in the mountain that have no relevance, like small caves that connect to an immediate turn that go to another point. The more you can see like flashes of glowing, like almost natural runic patterns on the mountain surface itself, as if you're seeing like magical weaves upon it, as if magical circuits exist on this mountain the further you go up.
I hate this world. It's so cold.
At this point, you are passing into the cloud layer. As you are passing, I would like you guys to make athletics checks again. DC has increased. Io, are you flying or climbing?
I would say at this point I'd be climbing because
Okay, you can make
if the winds are
you can make acrobatics check instead if you want.
all right. Because at this point, if the winds are really this strong, there's a chance I just get blown so far away from the mountain I won't be able to make it back.
Yeah.
For
Dirty 20.
16.
You guys aren't making much progress, and the winds are getting chilly and hard, and you start to get exhausted. You both gain a point of exhaustion, but you do see just a little bit above you is a cave where you may be able to rest for the night.
Let's get to it quickly.
Go, 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 go. I'm fucking exhausted. Actually, I have an idea.
What?
Hold on, I got this. Don't worry.
I'm gonna cast Dimension Door and head to the kit. That's not what I was gonna do.
Anyways, what are you doing?
I was gonna. Should I cast Conjure Elemental and conjure a Wind Elemental to take me over there, or should I just conjure a should I just Dimension Door?
Do
over
what
there?
you're doing. Do what you're doing. Your character is saying this over high winds that are nearly knocking you off the mountain. You're cold.
Right. I just Dimension Door then. Dimension Door over to the
Do you
cave.
take Okrin?
I don't know if I can.
You
I
can
can
take.
bring along objects. Okay.
Go ahead. Continue to read it, please.
I can bring along objects as long as our weight carries them 2, 3. I can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to its
no,
carrying
you
capacity.
can't. You can't.
I don't think I'm your size or smaller, pal.
You
Okrin,
are
they
not.
say, I've got an idea. Tap you on the shell and just disappear.
You look up at the cave and I'm over there waving at you.
I just
Like
finished climbing my way up
Sim
there.
character.
As you look down, Io, towards Okrin, you could see those glowing like patterns that are on the mountain that are starting to become more visible as you go further up are seemingly connecting in a similar way to the Celian tree on his back. You see the roots themselves are helping him climb, and as they climb, you see those patterns grow onto the roots of the tree and seem to reflect back and seem to shine with a similar nature to the bismuth kind of lining of the tree and its iridescence. There's
Damn, my tree's a
strange
fucking
beauty.
spot.
There's a
What a
strange.
color
My
is
tree's a
it?
fucking spot.
What a colorful turtle. Anyways, probably
Okrin.
make sure I'm trying to make sure this cave is
Yeah.
safe.
Even though it's like a few hundred feet above you, it takes you a good 30 minutes to climb there.
Damn.
And as you get there, you are breathing heavily as the cave seems to dive deeper into the mountain. Io,
Let's.
there are definitely, Io, as you're there and Okrin is there are definitely traces of creatures having been in here before. You're not sure how long ago, but you get the feeling creatures' footprints in these caves aren't usually displaced as much.
So it should be relatively safe.
One can hope.
Indeed. Well, do you want to make a campfire? Or
It would be ideal to make one, yes.
As you push a little bit deeper into the cave to get away from the heavier winds,
Yeah.
Yep.
you find an abandoned campsite, a few tents, an old campfire long gone out, a bit of climbing gear, pittons, axes for climbing, and some old frayed rope. You also find a few skeletons, and sitting in one of the tents at a small relative desk a mummified corpse that seems to have a quill in its hand and died in the middle of writing. Inside of its notebook.
I do have Speak with Dead.
I will look at the notebook.
What languages do you speak, Okrin?
I speak Draconic. I speak Common, Aquan, and Giant as well. And Morse code.
Of course, the Morse code.
There's a language you do not speak in here.
Damn it.
Should I ask the corpse?
Actually, you speak it, Io.
Oh, I do?
You
Cool.
speak Celestial, correct?
I do.
As you look down, as you're looking, and Okrin's like, I can't make any sense of this. He's not trying not to disturb the corpse and just like looking over its shoulder. You see that it's a log, a climbing log, kind of like a diary of the climb, and you can see day 376. Climbing log. It has been over a year since we began our climb from the desolate village below. Suryk froze nearly 30 days ago, and we left him behind. Arya, Gustav, and I have made our way up to the cloud layer. We hope to find our way up further beyond. Jonathan climbs... Sorry, not Jonathan. Ronan climbed.
Ronan?
Yeah, Ronan climbed further and left us behind here in this base camp. He's gone ahead. We'll see if we can find him later. It's so damn cold up here. Hopefully, and then there's just, like, a little bit of a scribble as if he was freezing while writing this and just stopped writing.
That's interesting. I relay what the text actually said to Okrin. It was some kind of log detailing their adventures. It seems some of their teammates went further deep into the cave.
I believe it would be ideal that we rest from them before we go too much deeper. We don't want to cause ourselves to die.
Agreed. I don't know if I even want to go deeper.
I do.
It's not what you said with Gash.
Fuck off. Would you like me to cast Speak with Dead, for this poor soul?
Do you believe it would actually prove useful to us?
I shrug.
I suppose you can try. We are going to rest anyways.
I can't I can cast Speak with Dead at will, so without expending a spell slot, so might as well.
Wait, what?
How so?
It is because of Whispers of the Grave. I can cast Speak with Dead at will without expending a spell slot.
What is Whispers of the Grave?
That is a thing of the Warlock.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember now, I remember. I think it is it at will, or is it once per long rest without?
It is at will. It's basically a cantrip.
Hold on, let me check this out.
Yeah, I'm double checking that.
Yeah, I am too, because that seems weird.
No,
It's at will, it's at will, what the fuck?
Right?
This is from the Hexblade, right? Yeah, that's what
Yep.
you are?
Yep. That's not part of that, that's just part of the normal Warlock.
So as you bend down and look towards the corpse itself, you blow into its ear and you watch its head itself raises up and just completely 180 turns towards you. Okrin, you watch this too.
Well, ask your questions, I suppose.
How did you die?
Cold. So cold. That's one.
Okay. Do you know exactly where the rest of your team was heading to?
The sail that to find it. That's 2.
What were you... Go ahead.
No, don't worry about it. I'll ask you this later.
What were you trying to find? Exactly.
The great treasure of the Skybreaker. Long ancient calamitic treasure from an age long forgotten. That's 3.
How many do you
Ask
get?
if he has any tips to stay alive.
Say again?
Ask if he has any tips to stay alive.
Do you have any tips to avoid the cold and stay alive?
Take some caves. Protect from the elements. Don't die. That's 4.
Don't die.
That's pretty good advice. Okay.
One more question.
You could ask him how close we are.
That is a good point. Or, do you know the best path to take to the peak?
I do not know. Ronan spoke of a path he saw in his dreams. And with that, the head returns to its normal state, and it just stays there mummified.
A path.
Treasure?
I'm more interested in this path to get to the peak, because we're trying not to die here, after all.
Well, it looks like the way to the top is through these cave systems. Maybe we can find some of our old friends, as I gesture towards the corpse, some of his old friends, and see if they know anything, because something tells me they didn't make it to the top. Or maybe they did, who knows? What is that noise?
Sorry, I'm just patting my stomach right now.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're all time.
I thought it was somebody's bones breaking.
My collarbone, sorry, not my stomach. I don't know why I said my stomach. Anyways.
Well, I suppose we should rest up a little and then head deeper.
Agreed. We don't know what kind of creatures could be down there. Do you want to take a rest here? Or you think the cold might get to us the same they did him?
Does it seem like it'd be too cold to stay here? From what I know.
It is not super cold, but it is still pretty chilly here.
We can try heading
how-
a tad bit deeper after we... Let's take some of these supplies so that we can at least try to do it fare a tad bit better.
Alright. I don't think our friend here will be needing it anymore.
I will say,
so
looking
I
at
don't
these
think we
supplies, Okrin, these are old supplies. Like, they are heavily rusted. And in this storm, there's probably a little water that gets up here to rust these.
I'm also thinking like the any firewood they might have had left, stuff like that.
Not really.
I know
They burnt it all. They burnt it all.
It's all just charcoal, damn. I
Yeah,
do
let's grab the
have a tinder box, but we need wood to actually make use of it.
Wood
Not
or part of a tarp.
That's
we
a
can
good
grab- we can
point
grab
that
the
I
tent.
just thought of myself, and with no outside help.
There's lots of flammable things that are here. We could just grab some of that. It'll help.
I could always just catch you on fire. Just huddle around you. Quick, punch me.
No. Out of character, I know what you're trying to do there. In character, he doesn't, and he does not wish to fuck around and find out. Partially because he's fairly certain that now with, these gauntlets, let's keep that in mind, he would, probably kill you in one punch.
Just like guess the one time he hit an unarmed strike suplex on me and it killed me. Well, almost.
And I have more strength than that.
Well, if push comes to shove, I can summon a fire elemental, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
We can hope.
All right. So let's continue a bit deeper.
We're gonna make
bring-
the way a bit.
Bring some of their tents. We'll use that as a fire.
Yeah, I'm basically grabbing anything flammable here. We grabbed the tinderbox. We're grabbing the tents. I mean, you said there's climbing gear there, so the handles are probably wood. We might be able to use that.
Well, the handles are metal with wood wrapping to them, which are heavily rotted. But yes.
Never mind.
Yeah, because if
That's
it was just metal, that would be insanely stupid for someone climbing a
Yeah, I
mountain.
know, right?
Yeah. I'm actually really happy you addressed that.
We grabbed our metal climbing tools. Yeah.
Oh no, it stuck to my hand.
We just end up fighting undead that just have fucking climbing gear for hands.
That would be
Anyways.
terrifying. Okay, yeah. Let's continue on.
So,
We continue further into the cave.
as you continue further into the caves, you begin to walk, and you start to find steps that are curved around themselves, as if a few steps have, as if a piece of a city has been curled upon itself. You see, as you begin to walk up these steps, as you enter through a small archway that's curved to the left a little bit, you push through and curve your bodies as you begin to walk through a hallway, which seems to have pillars to the right, but stone is pushed up to them, and you believe it may have been once a patio, an outside patio. But you continue to push through this hallway that's leaned at like an 80-degree angle now. Pushing and pushing and pushing. You eventually come to a large cave system. You could see the cave probably spans about a mile in distance. And you can see this large city that is curved along the inside of this mountain. Not intentionally, but seemingly pushed this way. You can see it's bent on itself in some places, fallen over. You can see a few wizard towers. A long-forgotten city.
That's cool. No, I said that in character. That's cool.
It's more than cool. It's an incredible discovery. I wouldn't have heard about anything inside here in terms of a city, right?
No.
Well,
There's no records whatsoever of this city, as far as I know.
I mean, you have eyes, don't you? So there's a
It
pretty
has
visual record.
Greco-Italian kind of designs to it.
Greco-Italian?
Yes, so Greek, like ancient Greek, but with Italian kind of mixture.
If I wasn't so certain that I would slam your head into the ground, I'd slap you right now.
You slap me, I punch you. I don't even think I do anything if I punch you. I punch him.
You break your hand.
Ah!
That's right, because normally an unarmed strike is 1 plus your strength, and your strength is a -1, so it does
That's 0. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to punch him with all my might. Like, just like actively like trying to punch a wall. Like, I know it's not gonna do anything. But
Anyways. Okrin, what's your fucking insane passive perception? What is it?
22.
Fuck you. You can hear the sound of shifting metal and feet upon stone.
Huh?
Not too far off, and as you stand upon this large edge which is curved upon itself and you're holding on by a pillar and looking down, you can see something moving, holding a green light throughout the city. It stops at certain points of the city, and it seems to stay there for a bit. And then the lantern gets picked back up and moves. You can see that it's holding a lantern of sorts, but you can't make out much more detail than that.
Iotis,
Huh?
do you have any idea what that is? As I pointed out to him.
I will, main season drivers.
Make a perception check for me.
I go.
-2.
18.
18. What you see is a large, blackened creature with multiple spikes coming off of it. It seems to be very thin in nature, and as it moves around the city, you can see it is like stopping, putting a lantern it has down that has a green flame in it, and it seems to be staring through small scrap piles. It seems to be picking up small items, and you can see it stares around for a second as it like looks back in your direction just slightly. You can see it has one large green eye in the center of its face.
That is probably the reason there's no record of this place. Or maybe it's just some groundskeeper. I don't know.
Out of character, I think I know what it is. In character, he has no fucking idea. I'm hoping I'm wrong.
Do you want to go say hi?
I mean, we might be able to get some information from them as far as, you know, finding our way to the top in terms of what it, he might know something about this place that we don't.
All right,
So
let's go say hi.
yeah, we're gonna head on down towards this creature.
As you begin to walk through the city streets, the ancient stones and marble pathways, the ancient street lamps filled with strange devices, and as you pass by them, they start to light up even after all this time. You begin to feel a hum of magic through the city itself, eventually passing by a few shops with glass or crystal glass windows. You pass by and you can see items that are still there but are thrown and tossed about in the room. You continue. A dress shop, a bakery, a broken road that falls down, and then another one seems to rise above it, having been pushed over it in a different direction. Ancient carts, not pulled by a horse, but powered by a frontal metal piece with a large crystal shattered in its front. Out of character, a magical engine.
I'm just saying that Okrin is making so many fucking notes on this.
You see writing upon the many different areas here, and you cannot identify it from any.
Even with the Runekeeper's eyes?
Oh, you have Eyes of the Runekeeper?
I do.
You need to tell me that shit.
I did! You know that!
I did not, because I
he has
asked you
mentioned
earlier
it.
and you didn't tell me it.
We mentioned it before.
I didn't hear him.
Way back when Moros was reading something, you asked, does anyone have the eyes of the
Oh,
Runekeeper?
that
Both
was a
me and
long
Moros
time ago,
did.
motherfucker. Shut the fuck up.
That was like last session.
Yeah,
It
a
was.
week ago. Anyways, as you
But yes,
pass
I
by the
realized.
bakery, you see Stuvan's Bakery. You pass by the shop, and you see Guria's General Goods. You see, this is just general city.
It doesn't seem there's anything too interesting about the city,
You guys feel
other than the fact
You are a fool.
and then a stop.
that it's ancient.
It's ancient, it's undiscovered, and it could hold a great deal of historical significance.
Well, I'm certain it's been discovered before by the people who built it.
There are no surviving records as far as I am aware.
Well, maybe there's some records that you're not aware of. Maybe we should go to the library and check out the what the hell is it called?
As you guys begin to approach the small black creature, you can see it's hunched over, collecting little nidbits, and it like holds out this small copper
Okay.
scrap, and it looks at it and goes, "Oh,
What?
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 Hello?
Hello there. We're a little new in town. We were
Seems-
hoping you could tell us a bit about the city.
It puts like a hand against a wall, and it seems to like crouch back a little bit, and its eye seems to dart between the two of you. You're the bigger threats, Okrin. Make a
Yeah,
literally.
make a deception check, please.
Oh no!
Deception?
I was hoping it was! You motherfucker!
Mm-hmm.
You're so big and intimidating.
No!
What is this thing?
You don't want to know, man.
Okay.
Let's put it this way. It's good to know some shit about me after this. 2.
2. It looks at you, and you watch your memories flash before your own eyes. And you watch... Io, you watch as this creature's eye goes from a green to a just reflective memory of multiple memories passing through its eyes. You see, like, rushing through desert sands. You hear the sound of cannon fire. You can see these memories pass over its eyes like a crystal ball before it shakes its head. And he points at you, Okrin.
What did you do?
I apologize. I can't quite understand you.
And he like jumps forward like a chimpanzee, and he like starts to pat his chest. Points at you and points at himself. Azi.
I don't know what he's saying, but I agree with him.
Well, I think he might be saying his name is Ozzy.
Azi, and he like nods his head up and
Am I
down.
correct?
He nods his head up and down. He points at you. Okrin. Azi.
Nice to meet you, Ezzy. I am Io.
Its eye turns towards you. Make me a deception check.
I can honker. Oh wait, it's charisma.
Yeah.
29.
29.
Jesus
You feel it try
Christ.
to probe into your mind, but you push it out. Azi.
That wasn't very nice, Ezzy.
Quick question. Can I roll a history check to see if in character I know what it is?
Oh, you know what this character is immediately. You know because they hang around a lot of ancient ruins. This is a Nothic.
Oh. Yeah, I knew it!
They are believed to be ancient wizards that, due to greed, have been changed into greedy creatures, gremlins that hang around ancient ruins of cities they once walked the streets of or found randomly.
Do you understand us, Ezzy?
It nods its head. Azi!
It wasn't meaning to be rude with what it was doing. It is a Nothic. It is simply what they do.
Alright. Well, try again.
Do you willingly fail?
I willingly fail.
Alright. You watch as the image of you getting pounded relentlessly by Gesh passes through your mind. And you watch Gesh starts to call out your name before he finishes. Anyways, the Nothic looks at you. Io?
Well,
Azi?
did you like what you see?
Io,
That's right.
yes! It nods its head up and down.
I go by Io now.
Io! Azi. It reaches his hand out to shake.
It's nice to meet you too, Ezzy. I shake its hand.
It's cold, horrible feeling like flesh-driven hand. It feels like its skin is pulled tight but loose at the same time.
Well, let's see.
Azi?
We do apologize to intrude. We are not entirely sure how we ended up upon this mountain, but we are attempting to reach the peak. If you by chance know way up there.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I give him advantage?
Sure.
Cool. Help action.
22.
22. Azi looks to you, digs through his small pile of things, and pulls out, like, this ancient piece of copper that seems to have two, like, bald points at the end, puts it into his little satchel he has. Azi! Ukis ama urala Okrin Iodis Azi. And he grabs his lantern and starts to, like, hop on his two hind legs as well as his front leg like Golem as he starts to move, turns his head around. Azi! And he begins to walk again and stops again about 30 feet forward, as if he's
I think he
saying,
wants us to
follow.
follow him.
I think I forgot that he's trying to tell us to follow him, so I am going to follow him.
I follow too.
As you guys begin to follow him through the city, you begin to follow him, and as he begins to get towards the higher echelons of the city, you see him stop you. Azi! Shh. And he unlights his lantern as you see him stalk into the shadows and watch as you begin to get close. You pass through an alley and you're by a main street, and he stops you here. And he looks out and he points, and you see walking through the streets fungus growing out of their skulls. These large creatures with tendrils falling down from their face. Purple skin standing about 8 to 9 feet tall in flowing robes. Their eyes almost alien-like in nature. But this fungus seems to be growing and pulsing out of them, glowing. And they seem to be just floating above the air. And you can see at this point now, fungus has started to grow out of different places here. In different houses, different regions in this area. And you can see they are searching. Everyone make a stealth check.
Right. I was actually gonna ask before you'd finish your thing, if I could fly up onto Okrin, and then because it's low light, I can use one with shadows and become...
It is not low light. I give off bright light.
You go bright light, you fat fuck! Alright, I'll just use no snow.
Okay.
So he says stealth check?
I know!
Yes. Yes.
I had a bad feeling about the roll, so I wanted to go invisible! I knew it!
22? The man giving off bright light is more.
This is some bullshit!
So what were your rolls?
I rolled a nat 1.
Nat 1, that's 1. 25. What did you roll, V?
22.
I knew it. I knew it. I did not have a good feeling about this roll, so I was like, you know, try something. My one with shadow.
It was got 30 feet away from me, dude.
I can't be. It doesn't let me go invisible if I move, so I have to. I was gonna sit on top of you and be invisible, so I'd get your stealth roll. But
shut up. What is 47 divided by 3?
47 divided by 3. Let's see. That's very close to 48, which is 16. It's a bit under 16, but it's about 16.
Okay. 16?
Yep.
That's not right.
Please tell me that passes.
They're actively searching, so I'll do that. You watch as the two of them glide by the alley and stare in, and you manage to pull Io into your shell a little bit, guarding them. And their breasts are placed against your shell as their chest moves forward and back.
What breasts?
The tiny ones.
I want to do something right now, but I won't do it.
As they seem to stare into the area, you see Aziz pulls out a small copper wire. Aziz. And you watch as a fake version of him appears in the center of the street on an alley across the way, and it goes and begins to run into that alleyway as the two turn around and start to dash towards it. He does not light the lantern, puts it on his side and begins to rush through the streets, like looking around and trying to dodge into different alleys. Do you follow him?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I'm not about to get myself caught by these fungus dudes.
You begin to rush through the fungal alleys of this area. Heading up to a higher positioned area, it seems like there's staircases that bend across themselves, passing through broken buildings, and eventually to the outskirts of the city. You get to some broken stone. And you can see where a stone wall breaks open, and you can feel the heavy wind pushing through. Aziz looks to you. And he points upwards through that area. And he gives you a bow. Aziz! And he begins to walk away back down to the city.
Thank you, Aziz.
Thank you, Aziz. I love Aziz.
Man, I wish we knew Undercommon.
Wait, it's Undercommon? I speak Undercommon.
Do you?
Yeah,
Well,
remember when Gesh...
You need to start saying this shit.
You never asked. You just said I thought he was speaking gibberish. You remember when Gesh slammed my skull into ice? You gave me Undercommon.
Io, what you heard this whole time is, hello, everybody. I am Aziz. It's nice to meet you. Come this way, my friends. I will show you the way.
At this point...
Be careful. These are the fungal striders, illithids that once took over the city, or were bound in this city, taken by the fungal. You do not want to be infected by it. Don't worry, I got this. Summon.
Okay.
Summon spectral me. And you see it appear, and it goes, "Hello there, everybody! I am Azee! Oh shit!" It starts to run away, and then you go up, and Azee goes, "This is the way. This will lead to the peak, or not directly, but it'll still be a climb, but it'll be one of the safer routes. I saw a Ronin go up here the other day, or that's what he called himself anyways. It was a pleasure to meet you. Goodbye. I'm going back to my collecting." And he walks down, and before he gets away, "You, Okrin, here." It puts one hand up. You go, "Actually, 1 second." And he pulls out of his little satchel a small cube and hands it to you, Io. "This is a thermal cube. It'll keep you warm." Okrin, you see him hand a cube over and go, "Thermal cube."
Oh, alright. Thank you. Good day, Azee.
And he walks away.
You know, for me at least, speaking his language, he didn't really have anything too important to say. Like, we already guessed most of what he was saying, so it's alright.
Yeah, but still.
I'm sorry, Galvin. I genuinely did not realize he was being under.
I can't speak a Markiplier's voice, but it was Markiplier's voice the entire time.
I know.
Markiplier's
It's fucking Markiplier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a
I
good-
explained what the cube does to Okrin.
That out of character, I knew he was speaking Undercommon, otherwise we would not have known that you can apparently speak Undercommon.
Yeah, I can speak Undercommon, I can speak Primordial, I can speak Draconic, the basics at least. I can speak Common and Celestial.
That would have been nice info to have.
Well, now you have it. Well, I suppose we should continue on.
Yep. Up through the method that he pointed.
So, following through the
away.
hole to the side of the mountain, through this natural path that carves up the mountain a bit. You climb it for a good few miles. As night is coming, you could see the world above the clouds, the stars that rain. Gravity is a bit less strong here, and air is harder to come by. You eventually get up to this large plateau with a small concaved cave. It is a bit safe from the winds itself, and you could see a large snow drift there. Your passive perception's high enough, V. You notice what seems to be the hilt, the very bottom pommel of a hilt of a sword, buried in the snow.
Can I
What's
try
the
to figure it out?
What's the passive perception required to see this sword?
22.
22, damn. So he's just
What
on.
did you say, Okrin?
He muted.
Can I try to pull it out?
You reach over, and the frozen sword, you pull and pull and pull and pull it out, and you see coming out with it, attached to this katana is a sheath. And as you pull it out, you can see a skeletal and mummified arm just pulled out too, frozen over, due to frostbite.
I think we found Ronin.
I believe so as well. Would you like to see if we can get the rest of him out? So you can do your speak with dead thing or whatever?
I don't think we need his entire body. I think we just need his head. I actually have no idea. Hold on, let me go look at it.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, you literally just needed to have an intact mouth.
You can assume sometimes the corpse is Yeah, the corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead.
So do you
Well?
want to try?
I feel like it'd be disrespectful to not at least try.
Fair enough. Let's
So
Let's
as you
try to
spend
dig
some
it.
time to dig him out, you do see, unfortunately,
shovel.
he does not have a jaw.
God damn it.
You
well,
see,
that's not going to work.
you see multiple scrape wounds across his body, and you can see his jaw is missing, and a piece of his entire left skull is just completely shattered off. Seems whatever icy chills hit him may have shattered his skull, or whatever heavy blows hit him.
Would we give him something makeshift to act as a jaw?
No. Unfortunately, no.
Darn. Okay.
That feels like cheating at that point.
Yeah, okay.
Unless
Well,
he had it
he's
when
worthless.
alive, I would not count it.
Well, this is useless, as I throw the corpse away. Well, I suppose it's time
I
we...
didn't get to explain the rest of the corpse, but okay.
I was
You
kidding.
throw this corpse with beautiful snow-based fur gear off the side of the mountain. What are you guys doing?
I was kidding!
You guys aren't that
Whatever.
cold, by the way, because the thermal cube is keeping you to temperature. But you
Yep.
can see the thermal cube is starting to crack a little bit. Won't last
Looks
long
like we
at these
don't have-
temperatures.
Well,
let's keep
given
going.
that Iotis was joking, how about we can see if the gear release will fit on him, because it's obviously not going to fit on me.
The gear will fit Iotis, though a bit baggy.
Ooh, this is much warmer than a fucking dress.
It is.
Well, let's continue onwards to the peak. Taking the sword.
At
No,
this
we
point,
should have...
you have to climb. There is no way to reach the peak besides climbing.
Alright,
So be it.
I climb on top of Okrin. Well, get moving.
I'm going to rage,
Okay?
because that's just going to piss me off.
Okay, I get it. I hop off of him and start climbing myself.
It's
Acrobatics
fine.
or athletics?
Either one.
It's fine. The amount of times I've carried you around like a...
I will say you guys got rid of the exhaustion, by the way. Because
Oh,
you
thank
should have
God.
been rolling with exhaustion, but you've been forgetting.
Yeah.
I won't lie, I always forget about the stupid exhaustion points.
Mhm.
I always forget.
Man, you know what would have been funny, Io? If you or
What?
Gesh took something from the village you went to. You know, Lilac Village, you know, for teleportation.
You call that station thing?
Ow.
They could have gotten you teleportation and gotten you there much quicker because that isn't out of character. That is an area you guys need to go back to later on.
Hey.
Son of a bitch.
Well, good thing you sent the two of the dumbest idiots to the village.
The only two.
I'm
dominants-
sure there was tons of stuff we could have like abused with
Yeah.
given the fact that you gave us like a year-long time of doing whatever the hell we wanted.
Mhm.
There was tons of stuff we could have done, but we were both too stupid to think of anything.
Yeah, I know. Anyways,
Busy fucking other.
you are climbing Okrin, and it feels like hours have passed of you climbing and resting and climbing and resting. You look down, and you're only like a mile up from where you started climbing. Do you continue climbing?
Yes.
If
Yeah. Make an athletics check, please. Continue, Io? What you're saying?
if Okrin's taking this fucking long, then I think I would have lost my patience, and I would like to summon a wind elemental to actually start carrying me.
Okay.
Oh my God, Okrin!
Wait, hang on. I gotta see if I have Demon's Inspiration somewhere. Shit. Fuck.
You have advantage because you are raging, remember?
That's wind advantage.
Uh-oh.
Please tell me, Io, you have a DM's Inspiration.
I do not have a DM's inspiration.
You
I've
fuck.
done nothing but be an idiot for like the entire time.
So,
Nothing DM worthy.
you are not making progress, and your hands are beginning to slip. Do you continue to climb?
Again.
You continue?
Yes.
Roll again.
He's not one to give up. 26.
Your hands are cold, numb, breaking. Your magical items are barely holding on. You are freezing. You are exhausted at this point. You gain 1 point of exhaustion. Do you continue?
How close do I appear to be?
You look up and you don't see the top of the peak. You don't even like it has gone to a snowstorm. Even in this darkened area, it doesn't look like you've climbed much. You look down and you've climbed maybe 2 miles, and you can't really see the top, the peak.
Weren't we supposed to go through the caves?
No,
No. Okay.
Do
there's
I
no
see anywhere
caves, no
for
ledges that you could stop. Do you continue?
Okay.
Shit. It's not like I have much of a choice because it's that or fall
Io,
and take a fuck ton of damage.
how long does the elemental last?
The elemental lasts 1 hour. Concentration up to 1 hour.
Okay. Eventually, if you want to roll me another athletics check, V.
Yeah, I want to get to the damn top.
on, V.
18.
18. You get to a small ledge and pull yourself up and you're like, the peak! And you look and you see this large spire of mountain, not but 60 feet wide. And you look up it, and you're at this point tens of miles above the cloud layer. Hundreds of miles above the cloud layer. And this spire goes up even higher to the point where it merges with the dark sky above you, and you can't see its tip. Do you continue to climb? Io, at this point, it's been over an hour, and your elemental has gotten you here, and that's all.
Yeah. Oh, well. Thank you. Well, my next my next thing is I can summon a giant eagle with my Conjure Fey.
Okay.
And that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I've got one
V,
pack thing left.
do you continue?
Well, I can't wait. I'm going to take a moment to rest on this spot, but yes.
If we're gonna take a minute to rest, I don't want to use my Conjure Fey.
That's fine.
Yeah. I need to take a minute to rest so I can, recover myself a little.
Okay.
I'll give you guys some time to roleplay here.
All right. So we're Ugh, it's still so cold. Has the thermal cube broken?
It's about halfway broken at this point.
Ooh. Here, come here, Okrin. Warm up next to this. As I show him the thermal cube. It shouldn't do as much for you as it does for me, but it should help a little. Okay.
I only have one thing left to keep myself warm beyond this.
You're
And
gonna punch
using
me?
it would be foolish.
You have multiple
Okay.
things
No.
you could do. You could cuddle.
What?
What?
What did you say?
Huh?
Don't haunt us.
Don't you call us? You're the one who said it.
At this point, it is still dark, and you can see the stars bright in the lights. Oh, well, bright in the night sky. That spire still continues to look daunting. Do you give up and return to where you came from? Or do you continue to climb?
I'm not gonna blame you for wanting to turn back.
Too much history is here. Can't exactly give up right now, can I?
You
Should I
most
continue
certainly
to
could.
fail, I will have no choice but to turn back. But as of yet, my options are not exhausted.
The way back down is always easier than the way up.
Exactly. Onwards!
I meant that literally. Like, we could get down pretty easily.
I know.
Okay, roll me an athletics check, please.
Oh, we're starting our way back up? Cool, giant eagle.
5.
You begin to climb, and climb, and climb. Hours pass. Your body is sore. You look up. You still don't see the top. Do you continue to climb? You look down, and you're miles off from that last ledge.
I'd say yes.
Make another athletics check for me.
It's gonna be the last one I make. If I can't manage something with this, I don't have much of a choice.
I will give you advantage here.
Oh,
All right.
fucking god.
To keep going.
Come on.
Let me 18.
18. You can see just 100 feet above you as you're climbing. Your hands are cold, you're shivering, you gain another point of exhaustion. You can see it. The edge, the peak. A single shining gem. It almost looks like starlight at the top of this. And you can see the peak, but it's 100 feet above you. You are, at the moment, freezing, unable to move. As you see, Io has now latched onto the edge, too, staring at you. Io, you can see them struggling to move.
Rage.
I would offer my hand, but that's just gonna take us both down. I don't even think I can almost help carry you.
It's fine. I can rage, utilize my magical great axe to keep myself a bit warm, just enough to get me to the peak.
Okay, better.
Make an athletics check. Or a charisma saving throw.
As
What?
much as I want to make...
Oh, sorry, not charisma. Wisdom, sorry.
Oh, Wait.
Okay, I might be able to do that, but at the same time, my athletics is fucking plus 13.
The more you
Your
climb, the
athletics is
harder it
loaded.
gets because your body is sore, tired, and cold. Just so you're aware.
Would wisdom be a little easier at least?
It would be because you are trying to force your will to allow you to do this.
Going to have to, because I need that slightly easier DC.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Oh.
That was the DC.
Oh!
So as your body is starting to freeze, you're starting to give up, but then you recall the many times you tried to give up in the past and the many times you failed. And you push through, and one hand, two, reach the peak as you pull yourself over to this no larger than 5 foot peak. And at its very bottom, on its very top, is the snow coast. No snow coast across it. This blackened stone is a single white sphere, perfectly circular, embedded into the stone. You could see the magical lines that seem to run through the mountain run in a very intricate pattern around this stone. Many different magical circles of divine and natural energies seem to pour from it, and you stand upon it, above it. Eotis, you climb up and see this too, as you're both sharing the same space.
Thermal cube? Good or no? Yay or nay?
The thermal cube explodes at this point. But no damage to you. No damage to you.
Okay.
It did its job. It did its job.
Do you, by chance, have a way to identify this as I'm looking it over, trying to identify it myself?
It is in the ground. Do you wish to pull it out?
This is either going to be very awesome or very deadly.
Never mind. I don't have any way of helping.
Let's see what happens.
I summoned all the creatures I could.
So you reach down and try to pluck the sphere. As you do, you're no longer standing on the mountain.
Oh
You're
shit! Oh fuck!
standing on clouds. Both of you take a long rest.
Ooh, that's very good.
Oh no! Oh no! That's not a good thing.
As you
I
stand
understand.
upon a floor of clouds.
What's happening?
Clouds,
Shit.
fog of clouds pours in around you, creating a boundary. You could see space and stars around you, lightning below you, underneath the sea of clouds below you.
If I may, before you say roll initiative, because I know that's coming, I'm going to partial shift now while I have the chance.
All right, cool. You guys watch as scales rise and fall through the clouds like a sea. A serpent moving through it. Each segment larger than the last, hundreds of feet long. You could see this bluish-green scales with this very present green energy, almost like an aurora borealis, gliding across its skin, and these air-based this air-based tunnel almost flowing across it as well. As you see these ancient patterns, as you see rising in front of you, an eastern dragon-like face, this mustache pouring down of that aurora borealis. Its face stares at you, a single eye in its forehead as well as two on its face, and a large, healed-over scar that runs from its top horn on the left side of its face, down through its left eye, down through the chin, and down to the neck, where its body stands. Hundreds of arms raise outwards, as you see blades made of that energy and wind seem to coat in its hands. And you both hear... What determination! Welcome to the sky!
Thank you.
Show me what you've got!
Show me
both roll
what you
initiative.
got.
As you are here face to face with the Skykeeper.
The Sky Reaper.
Mm-hmm. Out of character, he
Yeah.
rolled a 12 on the dice. That is a 52.
Oh! It's fucking Jover, man!
You know,
Over.
you know the divine dragon from Sekiro?
No!
Never mind then.
It's 9!
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, Eodis, what did you roll?
I rolled a 19.
Man, if any of you rolled a natural 20, I was thinking go before, by the way. Just so you're aware.
I was too off in that 20. I was so close.
Okay,
It just-
V?
I rolled a 9!
So as he stands up, well, not even stands up, his body towers thousands, miles tall. It stares down at you, this gigantic kaiju, and you can see large wounds that have healed over, scars on his body. And you can see within the center of his chest where he pours out, not in the center of his chest, sorry. Actually, no, in the center of his chest where he pours out of the clouds, comes out of them like a bathtub. You can see a large scar that runs down his face, along down his body, and to that point, with your passive perception as high as it is, Okrin, the single shattered top of front of a blade of a weapon, a great sword, that has shattered from the blade about halfway through the blade down forward. So the hilt, the handguard, all that stuff, the pommel is not here. But you see the blade is embedded into him, and it is not moving. It is part of the scar. It seems to be it seems to be the last blade that has injured him. As the Sky Guardian looks down to you, you see him pull one of those energy blades, and it turns into a polearm. It seems to have multiple U-shaped branches come out of it. As it takes it, it swings it down, and you feel heavy winds press against you both, crushing you both. I need both of you to make strength saving throws.
Ooh, the one saving throw where I have absolutely no additional bonuses. Mid. I don't think even if I rolled like a 19,
I didn't
I'd
get a
pass it.
chance to rage because I chose to shift instead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're dead, aren't you? I think
Probably.
we're both dead. GG's.
You lucky duck!
Eodis, you rolled a 10?
I rolled a 10.
Eodis, you suffer 50 wind damage.
You know what? Not as bad as I was expecting.
Okrin, as you brace yourself, the wind slashes and bludgeons you heavily, but you manage to stay still as you watch Eodis go flying. Thankfully, it's a soft landing because it's clouds. In fact, they boing, boing.
Boing.
Hold on. We have the technology.
Oh my god.
Fucking bouncy Ionis over here.
You then see 3 of his hands move, and they begin
3?
to create... Yeah, because he has multiple arms and hands that come off his side. As you see them move, the claws seem to each independently move and shift in different directions, and you see him casting like 12 spells at once.
Out of character, can I ask you a question, Goblin?
Sure.
Are we about to die here?
This is a test of might. It's not you're gonna win.
Okay.
Well, Okrin passes with these.
As you see, he creates this heavy leveled spell. This multi-layered spell in but seconds. Something that would take mages generations of elves to even get a fourth of the way complete.
Oh no!
As this green circle solidifies, geometric shapes you have never even seen. This 6D tesseract kind of circle.
What kind of fucking
It is impossible to understand its
Eldritch
geometric
Horde type
use. And as it collapses in on itself, heavy wind, tornadoes begin to circle around the battlefield. I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws.
I used to have like a plus 14 in my dexterity saving throws back when I was a rogue.
Mhm.
Then I had a plus 10 when I was a paladin.
Those are both
Plus
failures.
2.
You both suffer 30 wind damage.
I can't even ask if I have any sort of resistance to cover that because
Nope.
I don't.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't have anything with wind either.
As these razor-based tornadoes start to rip through you, you then see it takes another few of its hands and passes them in front of it in a kind of dance, like a kind of, what is it called? I think it's an Indian dance, like where they take the felt and push it in front of them as they have some hands up.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah. It pushes it like that, and you watch as lightning, green lightning, begins to shoot up from the clouds. Both of you roll me dexterity saves again.
I don't think we're getting turns, man.
I'm just rolling. I don't think we are either. I'm just rolling perfectly average today, huh? You are just rolling. I hate you.
You dodge out of the way, Okrin, of all
Give
the
me one of
lightning
those.
once again.
Okay,
Ionis.
just shit. I'm out.
53 lightning damage. It strikes you in the chin and you
Can't-
fall to the ground.
No, I can't.
Make me a
I was
con
gonna
save. I'll say make me a con save. Yeah.
Okay. One.
Is
11.
this?
I am not gonna lie with you. I said in my mind, if he rolls a 12 or higher, he's gonna get back up to 1 HP.
Yeah, no.
I have no
this-
doubt that is exactly what Gobble was thinking, given that you have a +2 to your con.
These rolls I've been getting this not great, not the best.
You fall to the ground and you start to get a little bit dazed, but doesn't seem to be killing shots.
Wait, I'm an idiot. I
Meanwhile,
have counter.
Yeah, we
spell.
knew that already, Iotis.
I have counter spell.
Iotis, it is your turn.
Yep.
Roll
It's
me a
my
con
turn.
save. Yeah, roll me a con save.
Yo!
13.
You
Bro,
manage to stand back up at the start of your turn. And you see, as he's casting these spells, you see he, like, shakes for a second as that sword seems to dig a little bit deeper into his chest.
I have a funny idea. Probably won't work, but it's funny. No, Mage Hand's only 30 feet. Never mind.
The creature is miles tall.
Yeah. That's why I was like, that wouldn't. For some reason, I thought Mage Hand might have unlimited. That wouldn't make sense. What do I even do against this fuck? Dodge?
You attack?
You have wings.
I do have wings. You're right. What the fuck am I gonna do? Fly miles in 6 seconds?
Yes.
I mean, can you?
What do you mean, yes? Dimension door up. Dimension door costs an action, and then as a bonus action, I could Misty Step farther up.
I will say the battle is continuing as you guys are like moving. So like you're flying around and talking to Okrin, and all of these are like seconds of time. But like he's swinging around, you guys are like flying around him, and he's like sending small like weapons with some of his hands to try and strike you guys made out of this energy. You jump up on his hands, and at this point, like you guys are running across him, jumping off him to the ground, and just striking at him. This is not just a combat. It is a narrative combat. So tell me what you want to do.
This feels really cowardly, but I want to hide. I want to hide behind Okin like a little bitch, but I don't know if that's gonna count because he's doing a test of might on us. Oh, you know what? I'll cast Conjure. That takes a minute. Okay, I'll just dodge. I'll take the dodge action.
Okay, you end your turn. Okrin, as you see the flying Iotis is like dodging out of the way in the air, and you're like, I'd say you probably at this point have jumped onto one of its arms and are running up its body a bit. What are you doing?
As I do, I'm going to rage, pulling out Magma Heart, still in the sheath, obviously, because it takes a bonus action to unsheath.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can see that sword, I am going to try and hit that sword specifically with sheathed Magma Heart.
I thought it was miles up.
I'm on one of his.
You're
so I
literally
don't
not
know.
listening, Iotis. I said this is a narrative battle. So it's not going to be taking place in 6-second increments. So, for example, the creature is still attacking as you guys are doing this. So, for example, it's swinging weapons at you to try and hit you. It's a kaiju battle. You're not meant to deal damage to this creature. You're meant to try and hit any weak points or anything like that. So you just are like dodging some of its attack in the air and trying to read its movements, is what I was saying. While it's swinging weapons, Okrin jumps onto one of its arms and starts to run across it. So I was giving you all that shit, and you still weren't listening to that.
No, I didn't know what the hell you meant by a narrative battle.
Yeah.
But alright.
I figured it out by the fact that I know how Goblins games work. It is about being cool and heroic.
Okay.
So as you're like dodging in the way, and you see Okrin start to run up one of its... You see Okrin start to run up one of its arms and jumps and turtle spins across its body, falls off, takes Magma Heart. Go ahead and make me an athletics check as you slam Magma Heart into the base of the sword to see if it can pierce through.
30.
That's what you needed.
God damn.
Like a baseball bat. You jam the sword a little bit deeper, and you see the dragon. It seems to move its neck, and you hear as it cracks its neck and stares down at you again.
Oh shit.
That's one hit.
Again! As it returns to me, I'm just going to try and launch it again with as much
You
force
hit
as
it,
I
and
can
as
launch it.
you hit it in as you're falling, you then throw it again. Go ahead and make your attack.
An attack this time?
No, it's athletics this time. Actually, you're right.
Okay. By still.
As you throw Magma Heart, it goes moving, and you just see him slap it out of the way with one of his hands.
Then returns to my dad because
You grab it.
thank goodness for that feature.
Mm-hmm. And as you fall down, you hit the ground. No, you hit the soft cloud, and
That unfortunately that's all I got for my turn because
all right.
yeah.
The creature.
Unless I can do more because it's a narrative battle.
Well, I will ask this. Now that you've hit it once, you can see the creature recoils from that. Narratively, what are you trying to do on these turns? The creature is seemingly trying to defeat you before you can defeat it, or test your might. Io, what are you trying to do?
I would say now that I think I've kind of read some of its attacks, and I can see the weak point that Okrin was aiming for. I'm gonna try to assist him in trying to pull that sword down and cut it open.
You're going to try to cut more. Okay. You're going to follow the scar line, or no?
Yeah, the scar tissue should be a bit softer to
Well,
follow
no.
through.
The scar, like, it looks like this was dug through the creature from the top all the way down to this part of the body, and then stopped, and then broke. So
No, then keep dragging it downwards.
Okay. Make me an athletics check, unless you're just giving the help action.
I would love to give him the help action. I would like to try to distract it while Okrin is trying to do this.
So as you begin to go up and cast spells, you start to cast Eldritch Blast and whatnot to get its attention. Roll me an intimidation check with advantage here.
An intimidation check, got it. $16.
Okay.
Can't
Okay, roll me an intimidation check.
Alright.
I have awful rolls this session.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so sorry, but my intimidation might be enough. Actually, wait, no, it's not because it's a charisma skill. And guess who lacks charisma?
Damn
That's
it,
an
why
eight.
are we so bad at this?
So as you bounce
Hey,
back
that's good.
up, Okrin, as they're distracting them, you get just to the point where you're below the weapon again. You pull Magbahar out, and I guess you're gonna slam it in again.
I'm gonna slam it in again.
Okay, make an attack roll with athletics with advantage if you don't already have it.
And if I do, I get a +5, right?
Sure.
Awesome. 22.
You slam it, but it seems to slip off the sword hilt, and you grab the sword before you fall down, and you take your weapon and slam it in again. Go ahead and make your athletics check again. This time using the pommel to try and drive it in deeper.
Goblin, I can just feel you're trying to make this epic scene work, but we're just rolling so poorly.
Yeah.
Getting this far, I'm not giving up now. Fuck!
Ding! It bounces off once again. Magma Heart not able to push through these tough scales with its pommel alone.
That was 4 4s in a row.
Bro.
And as you hold on to this blade, what are you doing, Io, as it seems to be taking its weapons to swing at you now?
So I would like to cast Daylight right in front of its eyes, and it says it spreads out to a point I choose within range. Directly in front of its eyes is where I am casting the Daylight.
You see it gets blinded and like pulls back for a second.
As I give him the help action again. Okay.
Okrin.
Can you give me like 1 minute? My mom's calling me.
Oh.
Sorry.
So how's your day been, Goblin?
Bad.
Not the best.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Stop haunting me. I'm sorry. I didn't realize this was like a narrative battle. I didn't know exactly what you meant by a narrative battle.
No problem.
I want to do something with my dagger mimic.
Not gonna be effective here.
Maybe what if I throw my dagger mimic on him, and the dagger mimic just crawls up him and then just shove the sword in him?
No, won't work.
No. My little dagger mimic don't got arms.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So, as the daylight spell is cast and he reels back from it for a second, you feel this is your time to press the advantage. What are you doing?
Again, utilizing the bounciness of the clouds, I'm going to...
Well, no, you're holding on to the sword still. You're still holding on to the sword blade.
Ah, well, let's slam it again.
Okay, go to make an athletics check for me.
Plus
Please.
13 ADV. I'm guessing I don't have that +5 still.
You do.
Oh, I do? Awesome. That's why I asked these things. 27.
You try to slam it again, and this thing just isn't budging inwards. Maybe try a different approach.
That's 11
using
rolls
this
straight
sword.
that were below 10.
I know what okay. Instead of Magma Heart, let's utilize these gloves of the Puggle.
Gloves of the who? Oh, never mind.
Okay.
It's a bit stronger. It's a bit stronger at base, so let's see if that helps.
You get a little bit more. I'll give you an extra +5 on top of that other +5.
Goblin's just begging for us to actually do something.
Watch be a natural 20 now.
Oh god. Oh, finally, something above a fucking 10.
You managed to push it in, but with your weight, the sword starts to come loose a bit, and you're like, oh no, 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 as it begins to tear down in the creature's stomach. You let go? Alright, you let go and fall down to the clouds.
It's tearing down and not out. I'm staying on.
It tears down as you begin to rush down. You begin to fall a mile as it's tearing through its stomach. Go ahead and roll. I would say 85 d12.
Holy shit. Okay.
Uh-oh.
85 d.
Don't worry, I can always speak with dead with you.
You need 230. Okay.
546.
That's going to count as 2 hits. As you carve down through it, you pop out the side of the creature and land on the clouds. This time not bouncing, but rolling. As you're standing above Io, you look at the creature. What a thorn in my side.
Literally.
Thanks for removing that.
Oh, shit.
It stares down at you. And you see its eye gets very close to you.
You're welcome?
You're a strange creature.
Says the mile-long dragon.
It's not looking at you, Io. It's looking at Okrin.
I
Its other eye is like looking up at you, Io, though. Like a lizard, kind of.
Oh,
I mean, I will admit I'm not the most normal of creatures.
I haven't had this much fun in 70 years.
I will say it was.
What are your names, kids?
I am Okrin.
I am Io.
One of his hands reaches up and just flicks you, Io, as you go flying directly into the clouds from the force. As you stand back up.
Rude.
Not as strong as that, man. But hey, you got instinct, kids. And for that, you got guts. You got ambition. For that, you deserve a reward. And you see, like, it wipes some of the blood off of its body and flicks it to you both. As it starts to fly towards you, this large just puddle of blood towards you, it stops. And a bit of the air, the clouds, crystallize and catch it and land in your hands. Go ahead and add vial of the dragon's blood, or vial of the skykeeper's blood. This is a one-time use potion item.
Vial of the Skykeeper's blood. I'm
You
guessing
can also-
we don't know what it does yet.
Not yet. You can also keep that little thorn there. Been in my side for 70 years.
Well, I can imagine that must have gotten annoying real fast.
Oh yeah. Imagine trying to sleep. It's like sleeping on clouds over here, but with that, it's like I'm sleeping on a rock.
Ugh.
That sounds awful.
Actually, I know what you mean. It's like kind of knock on my shoulders.
Yeah.
Got a
Anyways.
comfy finally, but
Anyways. So, what you two doing here? You just saw a big mountain and climbed it?
yes and no. I know some of the legends of the mountain. We don't know exactly how we ended up on the mountain in the first place, but I've said we should climb it because I do the legends.
Yeah, the time breaks. That's how you did it.
What? What did you say?
Time breaks. You wouldn't understand.
There seems to
you
have
might
a
have-
lot around this one as I point to Io. It's like she's a magnet for time anomalies.
I have been through time like 4 times now. It's getting weird.
Well. Thanks for that. Probably shouldn't stay up here too long.
No, we probably shouldn't. We might freeze to death if we do.
No, it's pretty temperate. I'm just saying I need to get some sleep. I haven't slept well in 70 years.
Clearly.
Alright, well, we'll get out of your scales?
I've got hair.
Are you blind, Io? Have the time shenanigans made you blind?
You can see as, like, you guys are speaking like this, he, like, snaps his fingers, and as he does, he picks up this huge, like, gourd that he has, and he just starts drinking out of it. As you guys fall from the clouds towards the mountain, you... Ah! And then you see the sky crack open. Falling in. You find yourselves once again in that strange place. And then burst out back onto the sky, onto the Starbreaker's deck,
What sword
where a
did Oaken
battle
get?
has just ended.
Oh?
Holy. Wait, we were going for the whole thing! Fuck!
Shit!
Guess he's gonna die!
You
I
see,
guess she's so dead.
you see the Sky Sailor is gone.
Oh, fuck.
Moria is nowhere to be seen.
Oh no!
Geshiela is nowhere to be seen.
Oh no!
There's no one on the deck.
That's not good.
Maybe they're in their
It
quarters.
looks like the battle just ended, correct?
It looks like it looks like it ended. You're not sure how long ago.
We should probably go find someone to ask.
Yes, we definitely should. Let's see if the captain knows anything. You know, the one I out of character. You know, the one that I spoke wisely to that he seemed to appreciate.
Okay, roll
think
me
that
a
was
charisma
Captain.
save.
Shit. I swear, if I know fucking Io, I'm going to be so pissed. 12.
As Io walks before you,
No!
her ass shaking.
God damn it!
The emotions that you keep sealed start to show a bit.
He starts licking his lips.
Huh?
Roll me a wisdom save.
I'm at least good at those.
Please.
I don't want to tear him in half, please.
Okay, yeah, you're going to kill me if you fuck me.
13?
Okay.
Io, in a similar fashion, you sense danger behind you.
No!
As you turn around, you see Okrin's like holding his head, and he like pushes you away from him like 10 feet, and you see that he's like basically warning you to run.
I can make the door back to my. Where do
You
I
mean
go?
you're in
Captain's
Okrin's quarters?
Captain's quarters. Yeah, that's why I stopped midway. Like, no, I sleep in there with Okrin. I don't want to be anywhere near there.
Alright, Okrin. Make
Yeah?
me a perception check as your urges have kicked it.
Get the fuck away from me.
You're lucky I haven't bought a sentinel shield yet. Fuck,
Oh,
that's so
of course, now when you roll high.
You know that smell anywhere. You begin to rush to the ship.
Hell no.
I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw as you're rushing through the ship.
It's the captain in his quarters.
The Captain Naruge looks at you as you...
That's
We'll get to that. As you enter his quarters, he looks at you and he goes, "Hello there. Who are you, pretty lady?" As he's like completely covered in sweat, nearly naked as he's fighting against a training dummy.
It's me, Iotis. Where?
Make
How
a
long
charisma
ago did the
saving
fight
throw.
happen?
Make a charisma saving throw.
God damn it! How horny do you think? I'm a married woman.
Section 2 electric boogaloo.
That dirty 20?
Oh god, he's hot. But anyways.
Oh my god.
A few hours ago. Why?
A few hours ago. Do you know where the rest of our party went?
I believe they went to their rooms to discuss.
Perfect. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. If you see Okrin, tell him you never saw me.
At this point, you run out of the room. Okrin, you come barging in, but a minute later, and you manage to hit your head, and you're back to normal. Still with a raging boner, but
The 8-foot woman.
Aruge looks over to you and goes, "Huh?
Don't question it.
I'm not dealing with that.
You don't have to,
Out
believe
of my
me.
office."
Just tell me where Moira and Geshiel are. That's all I care.
They're in their rooms.
Good to know. I'm just gonna walk off.
Oh no.
As you
How
guys,
many times are we going to fuck with time?
How many times are we going to fuck with fucking?
anyways,
That
as you
is-
guys approach your rooms, Io, what are you doing in your room as you're hiding from him at the moment?
I want to take a Actually, no. I'd be trying to warm myself up because we've been in the blistering cold all day.
Okay.
I am going to stop by Io's room, figuring maybe they went there. Because it seems logical that they go to the room, right?
To your
Just
room
knock
and
on the door.
Io's room, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you knock on the door.
Io's room. Yeah, I knock on the door.
You open
Sorry about whatever that was, Io. I have no idea what came over me.
If you so much as touch me, I will burn you inside out.
I don't think you could, but that's not relevant here.
You better ask for consent, bitch. And telling me I couldn't do anything against you is not helping your cause.
Fair enough.
You see, as he's
Though
like
I'm
standing in
not
the
normally
doorway
one to
talking to you with his
support
large
myself.
dick still hanging out.
Just try to cover that with, the 10 cloth.
My voice is just coming from a really dense bundle of covers.
Anyways, I'm
Still
going to
shit
go
stained.
get myself.
No!
It was never clean! It was never clean!
I'm reveling in my smell. Oh god.
As the smell walks through the door, I just get flashbacks. I'm like, nope, not dealing with that.
I misty step in front of him and cover him with my shit seeds.
No, don't you dare! You need to see the misty step, though. You
What?
can't see through the door.
Oh, you're a lucky duck. Alright, I dimension door instead.
No! I'm going back to my room.
You bed in the same room as Io.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Oh, shit!
Exactly.
So, can you just let me in?
No.
Io, please. I need to ward up. And I am not using you in any way, shape, or form. I swear I do not want to deal with whatever the hell happened. It was literally last night, though, wasn't it?
Oh, trust me. I'm gonna make you regret doing what you tried to do to me. But yeah, come on in.
What?
Come on in. My voice sounds eerily,
I am going
eerily.
to knock you unconscious. Understood?
Oh, that's fine. I won't try anything when you're awake.
Bold of you to assume that I won't just be on my back and able to tell anyways.
Oh, it's fine. I'm not gonna do anything to you. Yet.
What was that last word?
Huh? What'd you say?
So,
as I step inside.
as you step inside, you dive into your bed to sleep because it is fucking cold on your body at the moment.
You think?
As you begin to take your long rest, Io, what are you doing?
Don't
Is
do
he asleep?
anything stupid.
Yes, and their dick is still out because it is, unfortunately, going to take a long time for it to go back in.
Alright, I'm gonna go and cast Dream on him.
Dream?
Yep, to make
Dream?
the where I can make the messenger appear in his dream.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a warlock spell.
Huh?
Stop on.
Okay, what are you doing?
I am going because the dream monster specifies I can make the messenger appear monstrous, terrifying to target. If I do, the messenger can deliver no more than 10 words, and then the target must have wisdom.
I can't hear you. You're cutting out.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Huh?
I can make the messenger appear monstrous and terrifying to the target. If I do, the messenger can deliver a message of no more than 10 words, and then the target must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, what 10 words do you tell him?
Shit yourself, and the monstrous fucking creature to Okrin, or Oath, is just a massive, gooey pile of shit with a mouth. And it's just
Okay.
shit yourself, shit yourself, shit yourself.
And it's basically
And,
suggestion.
It's essentially suggestion, but in his dreams.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw, Okrin.
If I fail this, I'm going to kill you.
You have a
Well, you
deed
have
of
no idea I
inspiration.
did it.
Oh, I do now?
No,
Okay.
I thought you did.
No,
don't you?
that's a really old
No,
one that he
we
just never
used
forget.
all of them to keep Moira alive.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. The power of friendship.
Is that a title that they earned? The power of friendship?
No. Guys, this is the funniest shit I've ever seen. He rolled in that one.
He rolled a natural
So,
one.
you're having this wonderful dream of a turtle woman, beautiful as always, about to suck your schlong long style. You're in a bathhouse. You're young once again. She's
Don't do
beautiful.
this to me, no!
She's Galapagos. And then you start to see this pile of shit appear in your dream. It says, shoot yourself, shoot yourself, shoot yourself, over and over again. And you just suddenly feel
Most people
your...
have
What?
Luckily, it only happens in the dream.
Oh, you don't
Yeah.
get the advantage of the long rest, and you take 3d6 psychic damage.
Really?
I hate you.
Really?
Yep, that's what Dream says.
You're going to completely fuck over your fucking tank and damage dealer.
Don't
So-
you ever try to rape me.
Anyways, so as you finish your long rest, you awaken, and Yotis, you awaken too to the smell of fucking sewage in your room. And you look over to Okrin's bed, and he has shit everywhere. He is rolled around in it in his sleep. It is just off the bed, on the floor. It is disgusting.
I hate you, Goblin. It's supposed to only happen in the dream, is it not?
Oh
Hey,
no!
Sometimes things that happen in your dream happen when you're sleeping.
Yep.
Fuck,
Dreams.
I hate you.
It's a
Iotis,
a natural one is a natural one, man, okay?
Hey V, remember when I promised you that I would use my next DM's inspiration to get you back? This isn't quite the DM's inspiration, but it'll do. I never forget, and I never forgive.
I want to punch him.
You walk over to Iotis, who's just waking
I
up,
missed a
and
step.
as your fist goes through the wood, well, through the iron, you see they stand behind you as they begin to run out the door.
As I run to the door to run away.
The door's locked.
Oh shit!
Why am I pushing to that motherfucker's face?
You begin to rush at them. You unlock the door and begin to run through the hall. They do catch up with you because they have a faster movement speed.
Yeah, it's
I
like
go
a
ahead.
red light.
I dimension door into the girls' room.
Okay. They're absolutely just... No, I'm fucking with you. You
Oh
went...
my god! Guess what are you doing?
You dimension door
We're
into their room.
married!
You dimension door into their room, and that's where we're gonna end the session because I don't know what they're doing.
All right, yeah.